at Sea, a presentation of the National Broadcasting Company in cooperation with the United States Maritime Commission and the War Shipping Administration. The sea has always been a place of mystery, of peril, and high adventure. Today and in the weeks to come, we will bring you stories of men at sea and of the men who build the ships for the men at sea. We now bring you the second in this series dedicated to the merchant marine. This is the story of a convoy.
On these ships, on the deck, in the engine room, on the bridge, are in some ways like any other bunch of men doing a job. Some of them are old hands at it. Some of them are fairly green. There are those who are highly skilled and others who have a lot to learn. And they have come to their task from all the walks of another kind of life. Like the group in the crew quarters, idle now while their ship is waiting to get up steam.
Confound it, will you shut that thing off?
Hey, listen, Pop, that's a Dick Todd record.
Dick Todd, I don't care if it's Caruso. I get sick of Caruso the way you play that one record over and over and over and over.
Get it off, Ed. Let Pop tell his story.
Okay.
Yeah. Now go on with your story, Pop.
Well, as I was saying, there was another in the port side. Wham! Tore a hole a trolley car could ride through. 8 days adrift we were on that blasted raft before they picked us up, too.
Well, you're still in one piece, aren't you, Pop? And you got a nice solid coat of tan, didn't you?
Are you making little of my misfortunes by any chance?
You're back for more, aren't you?
You that's not even dry behind the ears? You that's still pulling the new moon hay out of your hair? Wait till they knock a hole in this one. You'll run. In the dead of night, maybe. Pitched out of your bunk onto the deck. Maybe knocked senseless before you
trying to scare the kid, Pop? Don't mind him, Ed.
You don't scare me, Lou. I got on this boat by a gangplank, and down a gangplank's the way I'm going off.
You see, boasting in the face of fate. I'm unlucky to be shipping with you.
Oh, don't worry so, Pop. In a convoy, you got more chance of being picked up.
Why didn't I stay safe on land instead of shipping out again with a Joan of a whippersnapper?
I said I got on this ship by a gangplank. And take my word, I'll be off the same way. Touch me for luck, Pop.
We're not two guys in there. I'm back.
Up and at him, boys. Once again for dear old mother. We're getting underway, I guess.
Stand by your anchor. Keep away.
Yes, a convoy setting out. An argosy bearing the stuff of victory. Plane parts, gasoline, food, tanks. Piled in the holds and lashed to the upper deck. A convoy of cargo vessels and tankers with a protecting escort of destroyers and corvettes. And for a while out from the starting point, an escort of planes into the North Atlantic.
Flight command reporting. This is Lady, sir. Good luck. Good luck.
Well, they'll need all the good luck they can get, these ships. Some from every one of the United Nations. Each with a trained gun crew aboard to fight off marauding subs and enemy planes. Well, that's only practice shooting now. Training for the regular crew members so they can take over. Just in case anything should happen to any of the gun crew. And anything can happen to this array of ships. The whole convoy stretches maybe 6 miles square over the water. Each ship in a numbered position, only 500 yards or so from another ship on each side, and one to the front and one to the stern. At the head, the commodore of the convoy, like a director. Gray ships are doing these grim exercises. No radio communication among them, only signal flags in the daytime, or blinking lights at night, or in fog the great bullhorns.
Number 16. Number 16. Commodore's compliments. You're picking up speed. Slow down to 10 knots. 10 knots.
Each ship zigzagging its way according to plan, at the speed of the slowest ship, through the fog and cold, blowing off Iceland.
Oh, stop beating your arms about.
They're even still, they'll freeze.
You youngsters are too soft these days. Not much colder here than it used to be in New York winter time when I was a kid.
It's cold enough for me. Boy, I'll bet a guy would last 10 minutes in that icy drink if he had to get into it.
Who's getting into it? Thought you was the one who was going off with the game plank.
Sure, I am. But you can't blame anybody for feeling nervous, can you? No matter how sure he is.
Well, if you're so nervous, what are you standing a volunteer watch for?
I heard we got that subminutes licked. I wanted to see for myself. Hey, Pop, where are you? Knocked you flat, by golly. You must smell a sub shifting around. Hey, I'm taking any chances, huh? Hey, let me help you. Hey, Pop, what's the matter?
Hey, let me breathe. Let me breathe.
Those ash can charges will shake anybody loose at the seams. Look, get up off your knees. Crawling around on all floors. Hey, Pop. Hey, Pop, you're not scared.
Yeah, scared, you young pup. I lost my teeth. They got shook out. Often happens to me.
Well, bite into them, Pop, hard, or you'll be eating soup all the way to Murmansk. Well, Pop may lose more than his teeth. He may lose the ship from under him the way he did before. He may even lose his life. For some of these ships won't get through to Murmansk. They'll sink into the Atlantic with their cargoes, some of them, in spite of everything. We can take that for granted. Right now, we can't, you and I, watch all the ships in this spread out of vessels, but we can pick 3 of them to watch. The Props and Eds, for instance. We call their ship the Jonathan Carter. That's not its name, but it'll do. And Black Cloud will do for the name of another ship.
I'll take over now, Mr. Jameson.
Yes, sir.
Oh, fog's so thick you could cut it for cake.
Yes, we'll have the cook put it on the menu for tomorrow's breakfast. We don't get rammed before. I'd almost rather take my chances with the torpedoes, I would, than poking around like a blind man, never knowing what you'll bump into or what'll bump into you.
We're supposed, sir, though, to stay in the convoy, I believe, sir.
I know what I'm supposed to do, Mr. Jameson. I intend to abide by orders.
Yes, sir.
But not without a good dose of grumbling, Mr. Jameson. You better turn in.
Yes, sir.
Number 23, ahoy. Number 23, shift to zigzag 5. Zigzag 5.
Zigzag 5 it is. Change your course. Right 45.
The Black Cloud? Will that be the one that gets it from a sub or a Nazi plane based off Norway? Well, the captain of the Black Cloud rode her down the way the day she was launched. He's been with her ever since. Will it be his ship? Or the Jonathan Carter? Or the Kumquat?
So she said she thought it'd be nice if I kept a diary. Write in it once a day, says she. It'll be something to show the kids, she said. So I write in it. Fresh page every day.
What do you write, for crying out loud?
I just say there's nothing to report today. Unless I got an acre of pain, then of course I put that down.
That's going to be great reading for your kid.
He'll have his own life to live. He won't care what his dad did. Fireman, water tender on a cargo ship.
Well, if his dad and others weren't, he probably won't have any life of his own to live, that kid is.
I got so sick of hearing my old man tell how he won the Battle of the Argo and single-handed almost. I ain't going to boast any kid of mine what I'm doing.
Well, don't give up. Nearly a new day. Maybe something exciting will happen. Like a new cook. Maybe something exciting will happen. Like a new cook.
You feeling jumpy too, Alec?
Who said I was jumpy?
Jumpy too, Alec?
Who said I was jumpy?
No, I didn't. I don't know. It's been too quiet. Get to feeling edgy, like before a storm.
You had to ask for it, didn't you?
Yeah, maybe it's only a drill.
Sure, a drill near dawn with a tin fish right on the end of it. Right through to fill your hollow tooth.
Wasn't us, was it?
Wasn't us, no. I don't think it was, but it could have been. A lot of other guys like us. Nothing but an oil smear now. Nothing but a smear of oil. That's something to put in a book for your kid. For him to remember.
Hey, look at the poor guys. Look at them. And we go right on leaving them to float on their own.
Take it easy, Ed. The destroyers will pick them up.
Now, how do we know there ain't more subs in among us? A whole pack of them.
We don't.
And why don't they surface and fight? Where we can see them. Where we can take a crack at them.
What do you think those corvettes are flossing around for? Fun? They'd like to see a surface. Then they could fix it. It's our job just to stick with the convoy, Ed. The cargo's as important as we are. Maybe more so for all I know.
Yes, Captain speaking.
Torpedo on starboard bow. I can see its wing.
Helm to port. Hard left. Hard left. Hello.
Range
Hello.
past our bow, sir. Just past it by a whisker.
Good work. Look out.
The ship off port bow, got it.
Who is she?
Convoy, sir, I think.
Instead of us.
Yes. Instead of us.
Hang on a minute, Pete. I'll get you out. Now, hang on, will you? You can't carry me. I'll take off the ladder. Will you shut up and hang on a plane or something so I can carry you? You can't, I tell you. Hey, you guys! Hey, give us a hand on the Pete, will you? Give us a hand, he's hurt. We can't leave him here. Up we go, Pete. Come on, up. Just get him out.
The Kumquat got it. The first of the three we were keeping track of. The destroyers are taking off the wounded, off the stricken, helpless Kumquat that somehow doesn't sink. Her decks and her holds piled with cargo, and all she does is wallow there, helpless. It's too far from port to try to tow her. Well, they'll have to shell her. They can't let her flounder there for the Nazis to pick up, maybe. They've got to shell and sink her. The Kumquat.
Alec.
Yeah, Pete. How do you feel?
Oh, where are we? I don't feel so bad.
We're on board a destroyer.
Hey, are they firing at the sub? At the one that got us? Are they, Alec?
No, Pete. They're sinking our ship. Plowing her under the wet, that's what. So. Alec.
Thanks for...
Oh, for nothing. Still, they'll need you for other ships. Think I was going to let you go to waste? There she goes, Pete. The good ship Convoy.
Does she?
Don't think it's a hide, Pete. The convoy's still plugging along. There'll be more and more ships. So many they can't sink them. That's something for your kid's book, Pete, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, Alec.
You bet it is.
Back at them. Whose word do they think this is, anyway?
Take your time, Ed. Keep your head. What these don't do, the low-flying ones will. They got a plan, man, a plan like us. They want us to scatter from convoy so they can pick us off easy. Well, we don't scatter.
You hear that, you gnats and thumbs? We ain't scattering. We're sticking together. That's out of the way. Hey, they're going off. They're leaving us.
Don't worry, they'll be back.
They got some of the forward gun crew. They blew up like dummies. We gotta hot that gun and fast. Hey, there's one peeling off to have another crack at us. Let him have it. Now. look at him. He's grabbing the crossbar from the destroyer. They're pouring it into him, too. They're cutting him out of the air like a paper towel. That got him where he lives and where he died. Like a stone, that's not it, Jed.
We can stop now, Ed. He's finished.
I got him. I got him. I got him. I got him.
Ed, let go, will you?
They're pulling away. All the planes are wasting ammunition. I got him.
Let go with that trigger. You're frozen on it. Let go. Ed. Now, calm down. It's all over now, boy. You were swell. Do I have to sit on you?
I'm all right now. I'm sorry, Will.
I thought you were blowing your top.
Hey, listen. Don't plop one of the pieces. Huh?
Well, tell him you brought down a hiney. That's enough, isn't it?
Hey, blowing your top. They're blowing yours. Huh? There's nothing left of your helmet but the inside frame.
Well, look at yourself. The concussion must have blown even the rivets out.
You look as though you had a halo on.
Hallelujah.
And we're saints already.
Yeah.
Angels, and we're still alive. Love angels with halos.
Convoy proceeds on its way, nearer and nearer the goal set for this 6-mile stretch of ships. There have been losses, but not many. Ships have gone down and men have died. On board those ships where the losses have occurred, burial rites are being held. The flag of the country these men have served so well is wrapped around each body.
I am the resurrection and the life. Whosoever believeth in me shall not perish.
The flag slides off and the body of a brave man drops weighted into the sea. The convoy proceeds on its way, nearer and nearer its goal. The kumquat is lost, but the Jonathan Carter is still plugging at her way, and the black cloud is still zigzagging through the waves of the sea. On the bulkhead of the black cloud in the captain's cabin, a piece of cardboard is tacked up. There are some verses on it. They read, "Give me the morning sunrise, give me the touch of dew, give me another beginning, a day all bright and new. Then yesterday's cares and troubles shall vanish and fade away. Joy comes with each bright morning, strength follows for all the day." Sentimental? Sure, it's from the captain's wife. Maybe he believes that on this shining morning when the ship nears its goal, when the chances for the cargo and the men aboard are increasing with each forward push of the engines.
Number 23. Number 23.
That's what they want us to do.
Number 23, answering. Number 23.
Commodore's compliments. You may leave Convoy and proceed at full speed to your destination.
Tell the engineer to give her all she's got. Yes, sir.
Hello? Hello?
Engine room.
Open her wide up. Give her all she's got.
We're shaping a course direct from the mast. And we'll make it, Mr. Jameson. We'll deliver this package of goods.
The black cloud is now completely on her own, and the rest of the convoy zigzags its slow way along.
Needle off, will you? You gotta play music. Why don't you have music instead of that scratching?
No, you can let up on your nerves now, Pop.
Yes, that's what you think. And you know what I think of what you think.
Yeah, that was a good sign, though, Pop, seeing the black cloud heading out this morning. That means we're all getting in soon. They'd never risk letting the ship run for it alone. We can't be more than a couple of days at the outside from Murmansk, even at our pace.
There's still a chance for a sub to get that ship.
Not the black cloud. She can make more knots than any sub underwater. Unless it surfaces, and those babies know just how too bad that would be for them. No, Pop, it's a good sign.
Oh, not again.
Sure, you really like it yourself, Pop.
On my watch, I guess. Hey, Pop.
What is it now?
You've been to Murmansk. Have you really got women as longshoremen? I'm not just getting ribbed.
You're so sure you'll get there. Find out for yourself. And let me catch some sleep, will you?
You're not half as grouchy as you sound. Remember what I said. I'm going off this ship the way I came on.
This is it.
They must have hit the engine room.
Where's my teeth? They were right here. Took them out the smooth.
Never mind your teeth, Pop. Come on.
They're here somewhere.
Ed. Yeah, I'm here. Go after the boat falls.
Number 12, how are you doing? Are you all right?
Stand by. We're sure. We're subway level.
Better lower your boats. We don't want to take a chance of bumping into that hulk of yours.
Hulk? She's no Hulk. She's a fine ship. Hey, where's Pop? Where is he? This is his boat station.
He's looking for his teeth.
Carpenter taking sounding. Our engines are shot, but we can stay afloat. Will you take us in tow?
Better get your men off first.
Hey, we can't leave Pop behind. Hey, Pop! Pop! Hey, Pop!
Light breaking in the east. Make it easier for you.
Pop, come on!
There you are.
Who's yelling for me? Here I am.
That's Ed. He's looking for you.
Looking for me? That's a fine one. He's the one who wears the diapers on this ship.
I can't find him, Lou.
You trip over me if you don't look out, youngster. I just don't go anywhere without my teeth. Well, lower away, can't we now?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Hey, let the stern down, Lou.
Hey,
Won't give. It's fouled. I can't get it loose.
All clear, number 12? All clear?
Hey, don't leave us. Use your knife, Lou. Hey, the destroyer's pulling away from us.
don't you hear what I do?
Maybe it's a Russian plane. We must be near enough.
That's no Russian. That's a Nazi. Making straight for us. To finish us off when he can't even budge. Duck, Pop, duck!
Pick out Bones, will you? Hey, the destroyer wasn't leaving us. They got him.
Pop.
What's wrong with Pop?
There never was anything wrong with him. No, there never will be.
You mean he's dead?
Take a look at him. Can't you tell?
Well, that's the way it had to come to him. What have he ever done to anybody to deserve it? What? Tell me.
He took his teeth with him. They're still in his hand.
Yeah, they come nearly to Murmansk. The place way off on the edge of the world. He got a machine gun bullet in him. In his ship. Why did he stay on shore like he said he should have? He was an old guy. He could have lived.
Pop didn't see it that way, Ed.
You said we did, Jim. Well, I am.
No.
I am.
No, kid, listen to me. Pop is finished, sure, but he wouldn't have been easy if he hadn't been willing to take the risk. Just like you and me, Ed. Pop wouldn't want you to bawl over him. Pop was just like any soldier in this war. Now, don't bawl, Ed. Believe me, Pop didn't chuck his life after nothing.
Number 12, we're sending a boarding party, taking you in tow.
Yeah, you see, kid, what I mean? Pop didn't chuck his life for nothing. This ship will get in with its cargo. And Pop helped to get it this far. That's what Pop shipped for. To help get this stuff through.
Yeah. Maybe they'll slide him into the sea with a weight fastened on the one.
Yep, the sea he worked and lived on, Ed. The sea that'll someday be free again for the cargoes of free, peaceful peoples. You can look at it that way, Ed. But Pop gave his life for that. That's the right way to look at it. A free sea for the free ships of free peoples. Tomorrow, Ed. Tomorrow.
They're taking Jonathan Carter in tow. She'll make her destination. Not under her own power, but she'll make it with the rest of the cargo ships, with the rest of the convoy.
I guess we made it all right, Ed. The last but not the least. And from the sound, I'd say we're pretty welcome. And you're going to get off this ship the way you get.
Don't remind me, boy.
Pop wouldn't want you here, he said.
You think so?
Thought you were all right. That's why he growls so at you.
All right, I'll say it. I'm going off this ship the way I got on.
Hey, what'd you do, Trip? For the love of Mike. Hey, you hurt?
Yeah. No, I mean, no, yes. Yeah.
Your mind, Dick.
I mean, yeah. I tripped, but I'm not hurt. It's just that I never saw a female longshoreman before. Look at him.
Longshoreman?
I never was sure somebody wasn't with me. Hey, golly, Lou, I'm going to like making this run. Again and again and again. What do you say we give him a hand, huh?
The convoy, including the SS Black Cloud and the SS Jonathan Carter, has reached its port of destination.
The men of the Merchant Marine are in the war. They are fighting one of the greatest battles of all, the battle of supply, delivering the goods to our armed forces and our allies of the United Nations. And thousands more of them are needed to man our rapidly growing Victory Fleet. In order to provide these men, the United States Maritime Service is offering opportunities for men to train for an important war job at sea. If you are between 17 and a half and 35, you are eligible to enroll in the U.S. Maritime Service, where you will be trained for deck jobs, engine room, steward, radio or assistant purser, and hospital corps position. Men up to 50 may apply for training in the steward's department. After your training, which lasts from 3 to 6 months, you will be qualified to serve in the Merchant Marine at regular Merchant Marine pay. If you want to do more to help win the war, sign up for your sea training now. Go to your nearest U.S. Maritime Service enrolling office in your city or to the local office of the United States Employment Service. They will tell you everything you will need to know. Here is something that will interest you men who have had experience at sea or on the Great Lakes. Here is an opportunity for you to train for a license as third assistant engineer and a commission in the U.S. Maritime Service. If you have had 14 months' experience in the engine department, you are eligible to enroll for a 4-month course, which will make you an engine room officer. If you are patriotic and ambitious, here's a chance to fill a vitally important job in the war. A chance to improve your job for after the war. Go to the nearest U.S. Maritime Service enrolling office or to the local office of the U.S. Employment Service. Enroll today for tomorrow's convoys and keep 'em sailing. This story of a convoy was written by Kenneth White. It was the second in a series of programs offered as a public service by the National Broadcasting Company and the independent radio stations associated with the NBC network, in cooperation with the United States Maritime Commission and the War Shipping Administration. The cast of tonight's performance included Todd Hendrickson as the narrator, Walter Vaughn as Pop, Alan Stevenson as Ed, Bartlett Robinson as Lou, Stotts Cotsworth as Pete, Randall Kramer as Alec. Others were Dick Todd, Barry Hopkins, Roger DeCoven, Maurice Minnick, and Dick Sanders. The special musical score was composed by Leo Kempinski, was conducted by Merle Kendrick. The production was under the direction of William M. Sweets. This is George Putnam speaking. This program has come to you from New York. This is the National Broadcasting Company.